Si de joie est belle au coin de la rue là-bas, elle a une clientèle qui lui remplit son bas. Quand son boulot s'achève, elle s'en va à son tour chercher un peu de rêve dans un bal du faubourg. Son homme est un artiste, c'est un drôle de petit gars, un accordéoniste qui sait jouer la java.
So you just heard the first verse, and so we're going to translate it for you. The first two lines are La fille de joie est belle, au coin de la rue là-bas. So it's saying the girl of pleasure, so in this case the prostitute, is beautiful at the corner of the street. So it's saying the prostitute is beautiful and she's standing at the corner of the street.
And the next two lines are Elle est une clientèle qui lui remplit son bas, which basically means she has a client and she... Wait, that's not right.
She has a client and she fulfills his love.
No. She has a client who fills her stocking, which is basically like he pays her for the pleasure since she's a prostitute.
Okay. So the next lines are Quand son boulot s'achève, s'en va son tour. So it says when her job is done, she will leave when it's her turn. So it's basically kind of repeating itself there. So I was saying like when she finishes her job, she'll leave.
Mm-hmm. And the next two lines are Chercher un peu de rêve dans un bal de faubourg. And that is find a little dream in a suburban ball, which is, find a little dream is obvious. But then in a suburban ball is basically like a little town, like not exactly a club, but something along those lines.
Okay, and then it's saying Son homme est un artiste, c'est un drôle de petit gars. So her man is a artist. So the guy that she's looking at the ball, or like the club thing, is an artist, and he's a funny little man.
Okay. And then the last two lines are Un accordéoniste qui sait jouer la java. And so her man, the funny little man, is an accordionist who can play the java.
And the java is like a type of like dance music that would be listened to at the ball, the suburban ball, the like nightclub kind of thing. Okay, here's the second verse.
Elle écoute la java, mais elle ne la danse pas, elle ne regarde même pas la piste. Et ses yeux amoureux suivent le jeune nerveux et les doigts secs et longs de l'artiste. Ça lui rentre dans la peau par là-bas, par là. Elle a envie de chanter ses physiques. Tout son être étendu, son souffle est suspendu. C'est une œuvre étendue de la musique.
So you just heard the second verse. And the first line is Elle écoute la java, mais elle ne danse pas. So she listens to the java, but she doesn't dance.
And the lines after that is Elle ne regarde même pas la piste et ses yeux amour. And that is she doesn't look at the dance floor, and her loving eyes.
Her loving eyes follow the souvent les yeux nouveaux, les doigts secs de long de l'artiste. So her loving eyes follow the nervous play of the artist's long and dry fingers.
Yep. And here the nervous, it's not exactly the artist or her man isn't exactly nervous. It's just the like
movement.
Yeah. And so the next two lines would be Ça lui rentre dans le peu par le bas, par le haut. And that is the sound enters the skin from below, from above.
So like the sound is entering her skin from like everywhere.
Yeah.
It's like taking her over. Okay. Elle a envie de chanter, c'est physique. So she wants to sing, it's physical. It's basically what that translates to.
Yep. And the last three lines are Tout son est étendu, son souffle est suspendu, c'est un vrai tordu de la musique. So this is, she is tense, her breath is suspended, and she is captivated by the music. So she really, really wants to sing. She wants to dance, but she's holding herself back.
Here's the third verse.
La fille de joie est triste au coin de la rue là-bas. Son accordéoniste, il est parti soldat. Quand il reviendra de la guerre, ils prendront une maison. Elle sera la caissière et lui sera le patron. Et la vie sera belle, ils seront de vrais pachas. Et tous les soirs pour elle, il jouera la java.
So you just heard the third verse. The first two lines are La fille de joie est triste au coin de la rue là-bas. So once again, the girl of pleasure, so the prostitute, is beautiful at the corner of the street.
Yep, and the next two lines are Son accordéoniste, il est parti soldat. So that is her accordéonist from the lines above, is gone as a soldier.
Quand il revient de la guerre, ils prendront une maison. So when he comes back from the war, they will take a home. So they'll like take or like buy a house. And she's talking about buying like a prostitution house, not like a house to like live in.
So like a brothel.
Yeah.
Yeah. The next two lines would be Elle sera la caissière et lui sera le patron. So that would be she'll take the money and he will be the boss.
Okay. So then she says que la vie sera belle. Ils seront de vrais pachas. Et tu le seras pour elle. Okay. So that says how beautiful their life will be. So she's like talking about like how great it's gonna be for when they like own the brothel and like how he's the boss and everything. Then she says they will be a real like rich person, so they'll be like a really like big, rich, exciting family house.
Yeah.
People. And then the last line is and all the nights for her. So she'll be like celebrating all the nights and she'll like it.
Yep.
Okay, here's the fourth verse.
Elle écoute la java qu'elle fredonne tout bas. Elle revoit son accordéoniste. Et ses yeux amoureux suivent le jeune herbe. Et les doigts secs qu'elle l'onde à l'artiste. Ça lui rentre dans la peau par là-bas, par là. Elle a envie de pleurer cette musique. Tout son être étendu, son souffle est suspendu. C'est une œuvre étendue de la musique.
So you just heard the fourth verse, and the first few lines again are Elle écoute la java qui fredonne tout bas. Okay, so the first line is she listens to the java, so she's listening to the music, and then it says she hums softly, so she's humming softly to the music.
And the next two lines are Elle revoit son accordéoniste et ses yeux amour. So she receives her accordéonist, or she like looks at her accordéonist through her loving eyes.
Okay, and then it says essaie. Oh wait, sorry, use the line. Okay. Souvent le je nouveau, et le doigt, le sec, le nom de l'artiste. Tongue twister there. So it says she follows the nervous movement again. So like the nervous play of the player, but it's not really nervous. It's more just like the movement through his fingers, and she's like watching the artist's long dry fingers.
Yeah. And the next two lines are Ça lui rentre dans le peu par le bas, par le haut. And that is again like the sound enters her body from below and from above. So just it engulfs her pretty much.
Okay, so the next line is Elle a envie de chanter, c'est physique. So she wants to sing, it's physical. So like she has like a physical want to sing.
Mm-hmm.
And this is very similar to the chorus before as well.
Yeah. So the next two lines, or the next three lines are Tout sonnet est tendu, son souffle est suspendu, c'est un vrai tordu de la musique. So that is, she is tense, her breath is suspended again, and she is just captivated by the music.
La musica.
Mm-hmm.
You'll now hear the fifth stanza.
La fille de joie est seule au coin de la rue là-bas. Les filles qui font la gueule, les hommes n'en veulent pas. Et tant pis si elle crève, son homme ne reviendra plus. Adieu tous les beaux rêves, sa vie elle est foutue. Pourtant ses jambes tristes l'emmènent au boui-boui, où il y a un autre artiste qui joue toute la nuit.
Okay, so you just heard the fifth stanza, and the first two lines are La fille de joie est seule au coin de la rue là-bas. So it's saying the girl of pleasure, so the prostitute again, is alone and at the corner of the street over there.
Yep. And the next two lines are La fille qui sont la gueule, les hommes ne voulant pas. So the girls have sad faces, the boys don't want them. So that would be all the girls at the brothel that she works at. The boys don't want them.
They like lost interest.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next ones are Tant pis elle crève, son homme ne revit plus. Okay, so it says, and too bad if the girl dies. So it's kind of just saying like they don't even care about the girls anymore.
Yeah.
And her man won't be coming back.
Yeah. So he's probably died in the war.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the next two lines are Adieu tous les beaux rêves, sa vie elle est foutue. So goodbye to all of her beautiful dreams. Her life is like done now.
It's all messed up and everything.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next lines are Pourtant sa jambe triste, la main au boui-boui. So nevertheless her sad legs carry her to the music hall or like the nightclub, so that like that same place.
Mm-hmm. So then it says Ou il y a un autre artiste qui joue toute la nuit. And that is where another artist plays all night. So she has found a new man to admire.
Okay, you'll now hear the sixth and final stanza.
Elle écoute la java, elle entend la java, elle a fermé les yeux, les doigts secs et nerveux. Ça lui rentre dans la peau par le bas, par le haut, elle a envie de gagner cette musique. Alors pour oublier, elle s'est mise à danser, à tourner au son de la musique. Arrêtez, arrêtez la musique.
Okay, so you just heard the sixth stanza, the last one. And the first two lines are Elle écoute la java, elle entend la java, elle a fermé les yeux. Okay, so it's saying she listens to the java, she hears the java, and she closes her eyes.
Yeah. And the next lines are Ça lui rentre dans le peu, par le bas, par le haut. And again, that's the sound enters her skin from below, from above. So again, it just engulfs her.
Okay, so the next two lines are Elle a envie de gueuler, c'est physique. So it's saying she would like to scream. It's physical, so she's like a physical want to scream.
Mm-hmm. And then the next lines are Alors pour oublier, elle s'est mise à danser, à tourner, à son de la musique. So that's so to forget, she dances, she spins to the sound of the music.
So we think that since the other guy that she was like in love with went off to war and like never seemed to came back, we think he died in the war, and now she's like trying to replace him, but she can't. So she's like trying to forget him by dancing and stuff, but she never did before.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the last two lines are arrête la musique, saying stop the music, because she's just getting so emotional.